Hi everybody, welcome back. I'm Gina and this is my channel, Move with Gina. Today we are continuing on our journey in our Pilates series and we will progress together. So this is the second in a series. The first one I don't count, that was all instruction and it was quite long, sorry. You can use a towel if you need to add additional support for your neck, keeping it in alignment with your spine. So grab a small towel if you need to. Make sure that you contact your physician before you start any exercise program, and then let's go. Come on. We're going to start by getting into our Pilates V. Now, if you have, let's say, knee issues that hurt your knee to do this position, or just anything that you have going on, always remember you can just modify. So just separate if you need to. If you need to stand a little like this, you have to modify what your body can do, so that's okay. So heels together, and remember I'm going to make you close your eyes. So you're going to close your eyes, palms facing forward, and let's focus on that breath first. So inhaling through the nose, exhale like we're fogging that mirror. So remember I talked about this in the first instructional video. That every movement we do in Pilates is on purpose. So we're never going to just lift, it's a lengthen. So continue your breathing, nice strong breaths. Keeping those shoulders down. Visualize and feel those abdominals in the core. Just engage and tighten and pull in on that exhale. 2 more breaths. Remind you that this is now the time that you've set aside to do something for you and your body. So forget about everything that is outside the door, outside of your house. If you were just on your phone, think of everything as shut off and just focus on your breathing and you. So continue your breathing. Let's start grounding our feet into the mat. Feel your feet just sink into the mat, and now visualize those roots starting to lengthen from your feet into the earth. Reaching and reaching, and they're just growing and growing, getting thicker. Feeling those feet nice and stable, grounded, solid. Imagine a tree growing, how it starts off. Now draw those legs together and glue them together so they feel like a solid tree trunk. Continue your breathing. I want you to visualize everything I say. That's why your eyes are closed. So those legs feel like one solid piece. Engage your glutes. And keep in mind when I'm telling you to draw in and engage, you don't do it and then release. It's a constant. So it is continuous throughout your breathing. You are holding it this whole time. Glutes engaged. Oops. Now feel that rib cage stacked evenly over the hips. And if you need to put those fingertips right at your hips and the ribs, feel it. So we're not forward, we're in alignment. Feel those abdominal muscles draw in and lengthen, making that torso longer. You can immediately feel yourself get a little bit taller when you do that. Chest is open, so pull those shoulders back and open if they were rounded forward. And then from the shoulder, feel those arms lengthened and reaching to the floor, so those fingertips are just trying to touch the mat. Feel the muscles in the upper back engaged, keeping you up nice and tall. Ears over the shoulders, chin parallel to the floor, and the crown of your head lengthening to the ceiling. So you can feel everything drawn in and lengthened from your legs to your arms to your core to your head. And it should feel like work to maintain this position. Continue your breath. On your next inhale, lengthen your arms up and out. On the exhale, draw it down. Inhale and draw it down. So now let's add resistance in the air. Feel the arms and shoulders and chest working, and then as you draw down, upper back and triceps. Yes. Two more. If you need to have your eyes open for this because you want to see what I'm doing, and then once you get it, close those eyes back up if you can. Excellent. On your next breath out, lengthen those arms out to the side and hold it there. I want you to feel the pull of your arms out to the side. Imagine someone on each side pulling, and hold this for 5 breaths. Just the hold in itself is challenging. Add those breaths in. 2 more. Last one. And bring it down to neutral. Good. On your next breath out, we're going to focus now on the lower body, maintaining your neutral position. On your breath out, bend your knees slightly. Inhale, draw it back up. Breath out. Inhale. So I'm going to show you the side view. Keep going, focusing on your breath. And when I'm talking about maintaining your neutral, see this stays that way when you go down. Inhale, come back up. So we're not sitting back and doing a squat. It's almost like ballet. So, good, let's do 2 more. Zip those legs nice and tight at the end of that motion. Good. All right, so grab water if you need to at this point. We're gonna go down on the ground into supine. Grab a towel too if you need one, just on standby. And I will meet you down at the mat. Okay, so now we are down on the mat and we are gonna do just 2 small things on supine position, and then we'll go into side lying position, neutral. So everything's always a neutral. If you need a towel, we'll just put that on standby, just in case. So remember, feet, knees, hips, everything in alignment, and we will come down nicely, slow and controlled. All right, so once we're here, find that neutral that we did when we were standing in our nice long extended tree. Now we are gonna maintain and keep it here. So draw everything in, zip it up, lock it up, and everything stays nice and stable and protected here. Turn those palms up, shoulders away from the ears. So we are actually on these 2 positions. The head, neck, shoulders are gonna stay down on the mat for this video. So on your next breath out, you're gonna engage your glutes and lift your hips up into a bridge. So let's break it down first, and let's start with just the glute engagement, that pelvic tilt. So on your next breath out, pelvic tilt, engage the glutes. Inhale back into neutral. Breath out. We're just doing that pelvic tilt. So important to keep your glutes strong as we get older. Good, so now on this one, we're gonna continue. So engage the glutes. Lift those hips and come up into a bridge. Notice I am keeping my shoulders and shoulder blades on the mat. Hold it a few seconds and then slow on the way back down. Everything's controlled. Everything's on purpose, remember. So also make sure your feet are flat. Sometimes we tend to shift our feet around, just not even knowing it. So keep those feet flat. Breath out. bring it back. Ooh, nice. Engage, breath out. Up in our bridge. And come back down. I'm doing one little breath when we're up there holding it. Breath out. All the way up. And down. Let's do one more. Hold. And bring it down. Very nice. So you were probably feeling the whole lower body chain. We've got quads, glutes, and core all working together. Such a great exercise to do just in general, whether you're doing your Pilates breathing or not, but this is a great thing to do to help your low back big time. So if you aren't doing bridges in your workouts, definitely add them in. All right, we're gonna do one more thing in our supine. So find that neutral, lock it in, make sure, reset your body in your neutral. Shoulders away from the ears. Remember that bowl of cereal that we have on our stomach. So on your next breath out, we're gonna take the right leg and bring it up into tabletop. Keep this one in place. On your next breath out, lengthen that right leg up to the ceiling. So lengthen. Imagine someone's pulling on that leg. So you can feel the difference of just lengthening your leg and straightening it, and then it being pulled. As soon as you do that, you can feel the muscles just engage. I want you to imagine that the big toe has a black Sharpie on it, and you're gonna do nice big circles on the ceiling. So without spilling your cereal, you're gonna draw circles with that leg. So we're gonna use the whole breath for the movement. Breath out. Inhale as I come back around. This leg is stable. The rest of your body is not moving. You are nice and stable. That nice tree trunk. Keep your leg long. Let's do one more. Good, now don't crumble. Let's switch directions. Keep it going, keep it lengthened. Hello. Feeling all those muscles in your leg. Good, one more. Oh, fabulous. Bring that knee in and let's just stretch that leg. Oh, ooh, great job. Okay, so go ahead and bring that foot down. We have to make the other side match. So on your next breath out, reset if you need to, lock it in, bowl of cereal. On your next breath out, bring that left leg up, tabletop. On your next breath out, lengthen that leg. Like somebody is pulling on that leg. Feel every muscle engaged in that leg. Are you ready for your circles? On your breath out, make it as big as you need to use your whole breath. The other leg is stable. Bowl of cereal, stable. Leg is getting longer each time. Last circle in that direction. Oh my goodness. All right, and switch directions. That direction feels harder. One more. Oh, fabulous. Bring it in. Oh my gosh. Feeling the love on that one. Whew. All right. Okay, so now we are going to do side lying position. And if you've never done that before, just keep in mind everything that we've maintained in neutral and keeping your head in alignment with your spine, it still applies. So we'll start on our left side, or whatever side you're gonna roll to if you're watching. Okay, so to keep the head in alignment with the spine, I'm gonna do this right here. Remember old school times where we did all this action, right? We're not doing that. Okay, so this is where some people like to add a little more padding with a towel if they need to once they are here. So maybe you have a shoulder issue or some other thing going on and you need to have more of a, the cushion to keep your head in alignment with your spine. Please do what you need to do to be comfortable, but also to keep your alignment. All right, so the other thing is hips are stacked. So make sure that you have a good mat or some cushion, because sometimes this can be a little much for some people to be stacked in their hips. So that means stacked here, I'm not here, I'm not here, I'm completely hip stacked. Legs are long and you want your body straight. So you shouldn't look like this, okay? Nice and long and lengthened. It's a tough position to maintain and get when you first try out, when you first do this. So this shoulder is gonna wanna do this. So keep that being constantly pulled. Now, if you're in this position and you can't balance, feel free to put that front arm here or that top arm here as you're doing your movement. But if you can, try and be here And then here's the thing, we're gonna make a mouse house. So all that means is when you think of our neutral standing and how we drew everything in and we lengthened the core, if we thought of the same thing while we were laying here, instead of just letting everything, plop and just, hang out, draw everything in. And the cue that I've said in class is to lengthen your rib cage and your core off the mat. So imagine you're gonna draw everything. I'm gonna try to really let it all out. And then imagine you're gonna draw everything in like you do when you're standing. And engage like someone's pulling you along. And the difference. So that in your waistline, there's a little space where a little mouse could fit. So if you're laughing right now, it's okay. Anyways, it's just an analogy, that's just a visual to get you to engage everything off the mat. So we're not sinking into the mat. We want everything long and engaged. So again, just like standing, this is work to maintain just laying here, because I'm not relaxed by any means. So lengthen. Okay, there's so many things we can do in this position, but today I didn't want to freak everyone out, and we're going to go real simple. All we're going to do on your next breath out, so first of all, my legs are lengthened. So notice they're not here, they're here. So I want you to get into your Pilates V like we do when we stand. And on your next breath out, you're going to lengthen the top leg off the bottom leg. And then on the inhale, bring it back down. Simple, okay? So everything is being pulled to that wall. Feel everything engaged, everything being pulled. On your next breath out, inhale, bring it back down. So you feel the difference of doing an old school leg lift and then this. And everything on purpose. It's burning. Good, one more. Oh, nice. And rest. So go ahead and let yourself go. And we're gonna take this top leg and just hold that for a stretch. So if you felt that burning and you could feel that and that felt challenging, you did it correctly. Difference of the old school, right? All this action, all the momentum you use to just do it, but this is using just every muscle in your body to maintain neutral, and then breath out, and then really working that muscle when we do it. Complete difference, total difference. Okay, so now let's do one more thing. We'll just do 5, just so that you get an idea of these. I don't want to go over 30 minutes because I want to keep 30 minutes as a nice set point for class. So lengthen everything off the mat, nice and long. Get those legs in your Pilates V. And again, your legs aren't flopped, they're engaged. So on your next breath out, keeping your legs together, your solid piece, I want you to just, if you can, lengthen them so that they're off the mat. If not, you're good right here. If your toes are right here on the mat, that's fine. Inhale and flex. Exhale and breath out. Inhale and exhale. Oh, so imagine this is what I like to call the mermaid tail. When your legs are together like this, mermaid tail, and we are flapping the fin on the breath. One more. And release everything to the mat. And let's take that leg across, and just stretch. So if that helps to give you a visual of that mermaid tail, and then you're just flapping the fin. Again, a small movement with the feet, just that, but so much involvement in your breath and in your muscle and your core. That's what makes Pilates awesome. All right, so now we're gonna switch because we gotta make the other side match. So I am going to do it so I'm always facing you. And we'll get back in our side lying neutral. And you'll notice that when we do this, whenever we do side lying, there is always one side that is stronger than the other. One side's easier than the other. That's because we all have a dominant side. And this is when you'll really notice it, when we do our side lying stuff. So again, we've got here our head in alignment with your spine. If you need to add that little towel there, feel free. Hips are stacked, legs are long, shoulder down, and then let's make the mouse house. I want you to pull everything up and then long. All right. Make your Pilates V. And on your next breath out, lengthen the top leg off the bottom. Inhale, bring it back. Notice I am not going very far. I want you to imagine that person pulling on your leg. And every repetition, your leg is getting longer. So much to remember, I know. Keeping everything lengthened, shoulder away from your ear. Two more. Feeling every muscle in that leg working. Good. And release. Good. Take that top leg over and just stretch for a moment. You're doing an awesome job. Awesome. We're almost done. We're almost done. All right, so bring that leg back, and I want you to visualize the mermaid tail, okay? Legs glued, your feet are the fins. So first, let's reset, making sure we're all good to go in our neutral, shoulder down, pull everything up and off, and heels together. So lengthen that mermaid tail. On your inhale, flex. And on your exhale, lengthen and point those feet. Feel the mermaid tail getting longer each time. getting stronger. Feel those inner thighs burning. I'm feeling it. Feel the core engaged this whole time. Two more. I'm sorry, one more. And release everything. Burn and take that leg over. Awesome. Great job, great job. There's so many things that we can do in all these positions, and that's the whole point of doing these little 30-minute Pilates classes each week, to give you a variety of different things. And then eventually we'll add toys, the Pilates ball and Pilates ring, and just keep going and making it fun for all of us. Even if you have some limitations, finding ways that you can continue to do Pilates. All right, so now let's go ahead and flip over into all fours, and we're going to go into a child's pose. And if it's easier, you can separate your knees and sit back and relax. And bring it up. Curl your toes under. Walk your hands towards your knees. Right here, we're going to transition to the feet. Hands on those thighs and round it and lengthen up one vertebrae at a time. Head is the last thing to come up. Oh, very nice. All right, so you can feel a lot of activity happened with those legs, really drawing them in, making that mermaid tail. So we'll practice that more and more, because there's so much more we can do. So exciting. So turn those palms out, and let's end the way we started. Find that neutral, feet grounded into the floor. Those legs are just tighter than they were when we started. Feeling that mermaid tail. Draw everything up and lengthen. Lengthen the arms, crown of the head up. Visualize that nice strong tree. Let's do 3 breaths to close class. Inhale. All the resistance is gone. Arms are floating. One more. And recognize how you feel, how your body feels. Taller, tighter. Thank you so much for joining me today in my series every week with Pilates. If you have any thoughts or comments, feel free to drop a line on any of the videos that are posted. Don't forget to subscribe and like, ring the bell so you know when there's a new video that drops. Have a great day, keep moving, and make it happen.